All right, so we will start on our backs today. Just laying all the way down. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. You can rock side to side if that feels good. You can make some circles with your knees, just massaging the fronts of the hips. And going in both directions if you do that. Then keep your right knee drawn into your chest. Let your left leg extend long onto the mat. And keep grabbing around that leg. Take 5 big circles of that knee. So really moving the leg in the hip socket. Making this motion really big here. Once you take your 5 circles in one direction, we'll go back around the other way. So reversing that 5 big circles. Once you take your 5 in both directions, extend your right leg to the ceiling. Left arm comes out to the side of the body like a capital T. Right hand grabs either peace fingers to big toes or the inside of the foot or calf, somewhere that's comfortable to grab. From there, keeping the left side of the body very anchored and strong, we just carry that right leg over to the right. Feeling a stretch in that right inner thigh, a little bit in the hamstring. Make sure the core is strong and you're really anchoring that left hip on the floor. Take another moment right here. Then initiating from the abs, bring that leg back through center, and then we'll switch our grip, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Right arm will come out to the side this time. Again, grabbing wherever is comfortable right now. Then start to carry that leg over, hovering it off the mat. So this one's a little more challenging. You have to really press that right shoulder into the floor and keep pushing your right foot into your left hand in opposition. Take another moment right here. Maybe notice a stretch on the outside of your right leg. Then gently start to bring that leg back to center, and then gently release it. Draw both knees into your chest again for a moment. And this time, hold on to your left leg, let your right leg extend long. Then take about 5 big circles in one direction. Again, just moving the leg in the hip socket, loosening everything up. The hip flexors get a good deal of work in this class, so we can wake them up a little right here. When you take your 5 circles in one direction, take it back around the other way. Again, making nice big circles. This should feel kind of like a massage on the hips. When you take your 5 circles in each direction, extend your left leg to the ceiling, flexing that foot. Right leg is still really active here. Right arm comes to a capital T. Left hand grabs either peace fingers to big toe or somewhere on the inside of that left leg. And then we gently start to carry that left leg to the outside of the body, so over to the left. Keep anchoring the right side down, so you have to keep it really strong. You can always take your right hand to your right hip. Take another moment here, stretching the hamstring, inner thigh, while also starting to activate the core. Then when you're ready, initiate from the abs, bring that leg back to center, and then switch your grip, left hand to, or right hand to the outside of the left leg, grabbing on wherever is comfortable, and then gently bring that leg across the body. Again, this is the slightly harder one. You have to really anchor your left shoulder to the floor. Take another couple moments, stretching through the outside of that leg, maybe the hamstring. Then gently bring that leg back to center, and draw both these into your chest again. From here, we'll move into our 5 leg lowers, remembering that we only go as low as we can keep control in the body. Our abs aren't woken up yet, so that might not be as low. So gently extend your legs to the ceiling. Arms can go either by your sides, capital T, or bumping them under the tailbone. Make sure your legs are active, so quads are engaged. We flex or point the feet, just make sure they're strong. Feel the back of the body broaden and the front of the body narrow. We want to maintain this shape the whole time. So 5 leg lowers, here we go. Start to lower the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last one, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Draw both knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug, release through the hips. From here, we are moving into our twisting series, so grabbing that block between your legs. This one's to warm up the spine and obliques as well as the inner thighs a little bit more. So legs come to tabletop position, knees straight up from the hips, 90-degree bend in those legs. Arms come to capital T. Make sure the feet are flexed or a point, just make sure they're active. Back is broad, front is narrow, starting with simple side to side. We don't extend the legs, just keeping them bent to start. So take them over to the right. Hover, keep squeezing that block, and initiate from the left obliques. Bring them back to center. Find that broad back again. Same to the left. Bring it over to the left. Hover, and bring it back to center. To the right. Hover, bring it back to center. And left. Hover, bring it back to center. We have 3 more rounds. Take it right. Hover, and bring it back to center. Keep squeezing the block. Take it left. Hover, bring it back to center. 2 more rounds. Take it right. Hover, bring it back to center. And left. Hover, bring it back to center. Last round, take it right. Hover, bring it back to center. And left. Hover, and bring it back to center. Now we add our leg extension. So take it over to the right. Extend one or both legs. Bend the legs, and bring it back to center. Take it to the left. Extend one or both. Bend. Bring it back to center. 3 more rounds. Take it right. Extend. And bend. And center. And left. Extend. And bend. And center. 2 more rounds. Take it right. Extend. And bend. And center. And left. Extend. And bend. And center. Final round. Take it right. Extend. And bend. And center. And left. Extend. And bend. And center. Good. And release. Remove that block. Draw your knees into your chest for a moment. Here is your little break. So next we are moving into our double leg circle. Remember, the block is optional here. I like it because it engages the inner thighs a little bit more. So taking both legs up to the ceiling. Block can go either between the calves or the thigh, or no block at all. If you don't use a block, make sure your legs are squeezing towards each other as if you're squeezing a thin block there. We'll take 5 circles over to the right and around first. Here we go. Take it over to the right, through the middle, and left, and center, and right, through the middle, and left, and center. Take it right, and middle, and left, and center. 2 more. Take it right, middle, left, center. Last time. To the right, and middle, and left, and center. Get ready to reverse. Take it over to the left, through the middle, and right, and center, and left, and middle, and right, and center, and left, middle. Keep the core strong, and right, and center, and left, middle, right, and center. Last round, left and middle and right and center and release. Draw the knees into the chest, relax the legs. Do whatever you need here. Maybe circle the knees, maybe find a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. From here, we are moving into our bicycle series. So grabbing your block or ball, whatever you use between the elbow and knee. Remembering the series here is our opposite bicycle switches for 5 full sets. And then, here, use this. Prop switches. So we have our 5 full sets of bicycles. And then we hold the first side. We're going to pulse that straight leg 10 times. Switching to the other side for 10 times. And then from there, we will pause and move on. So draw the left knee into the chest. Right elbow comes in, squeezing that ball or block, hands behind the head. Making sure that you're trying to lift those shoulders off the mat, right leg hovers. Here we go. Take it through the middle and extend. Through the middle and extend. Through the middle, extend, and middle, extend. Through the middle, extend. Through the middle, extend. 2 more sets. Through the middle, extend. Through the middle, extend. Last round. Through the middle, extend, and middle. Now we hold this leg extended. We pulse for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Knee comes in. Other leg long. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shoulders down, remove your object, take a moment. So next we are moving into our 3-angle leg extensions. So taking that block in between your thighs or your calves, whichever feels good. Give it a squeeze, legs extend to the ceiling. So remembering the 3 angles for this are straight to the ceiling, 45, then as low as you can control. So it doesn't matter how low you go. Arms can either be down by your sides, capital T, or under your tail. Here we go, 5 full sets just here. Draw the knees into the chest, extend to the ceiling. And in, 45. And in, low as you can control. That's 1, take it in, to the ceiling. In, 45. In, low as you can control. That's 2, take it in, to the ceiling. In, 45. In, low as you can control. That's 3, take it in, to the ceiling. In, 45. In, low as you can control. That's 4, take it in, to the ceiling. In, 45. And in, low as you can control, and draw it in, release, good job, take a second, as we repeat that whole series. So we will repeat from the bicycles, same thing, 5 full sets of switches, 10 pulses of each leg, and then 5 sets of 3-angle leg extensions. So when you are ready, left knee comes into the chest, right elbow makes contact. Remember, trying to keep your neck as relaxed as possible. We're supporting from the core. Here we go. Draw it in and extend. Draw it in and extend. And in, extend, and in, extend. Take it in, extend, and in, extend. 2 more sets. In, extend, and in, extend. Last round, take it in, extend, and in, extend, leg stays long, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, other leg long. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Knees draw into the chest. Take a deep breath. And 3 angle leg extensions again. Yay. So extend those legs to the ceiling. Use your prop if you want. Arms go to whatever angle you'd like. Make sure the legs are strong. Flex or point the feet. Squeeze everything into the middle. So you should feel your adductors engage here. Here we go. 5 sets of 3 angle. Let's do it. Draw it into the chest. Extend to the ceiling. And in. 45. And in. Low as you can control. That's 1. Take it in. To the ceiling. In. 45. In. Low as you can control. That's 2. Take it in. To the ceiling. In. 45. In. Low as you can control. That's 3. Take it in. To the ceiling. In. 45. In. Low as you can control. 1 more set. Take it in. To the ceiling. In. 45. And in. Low as you can control. Good job. Release. Draw the knees into the chest. Remove your block. Take a moment. That series is over, so we get to go into our bridge series next. So take a second, stretch your inner thighs, whatever you need here. And then when you are ready, just starting to set up our bridge, make sure the feet are planted hip width distance, toes point straight forward. Going over what we are doing here. So we're going to have our 10 lift and lowers in our bridge. We'll pulse for 10 at the top of our bridge, and then holding that 10th pulse at the top, we'll extend one leg and then the other for 5 full sets, and then we will pause. So taking your block in between the thighs, making sure that your adductors are engaged, toes point straight forward, arms come down by the sides, 10 lift and lowers. Here we go. Press into the floor to lift the hips up and down. Really articulate through the spine. Keep squeezing. Take it up. Feel the glutes at the top and down. Here's 3. All the way up and down. And 4. Keep squeezing. Make sure your knees don't flare. And down. Good. Here's 5. Lift it up and down. And 6. And down. Here's 7. And down. 3 more. Here's 8. And down. Last 2, 9. And down. Last 1, 10. And down. Now bring the hips all the way back up again. We pulse it at the top here for 10. Here we go. Pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the top. Right leg, extend. Foot lands. Other side, left leg, and down. Right leg, and down. Left leg, and down. Keep the hips up. Right leg, and down. Left leg, and down. 2 more sets. Right leg, down. Left leg, and down. Last 1. Right leg, and down. Left leg, and down, and release. Good job. You can either windshield viper those legs or draw your knees into the chest, whatever feels good here. So next bridge exercise before we repeat all that is our figure 4 bridges. So no props needed here. With the figure 4 bridge, remember whatever leg is the bent one that's on the knee, make sure that hip isn't second to come up. We want to make everything rise at a level height the entire time. So arms down by the sides, right ankle comes to that left knee. So this time we're keeping an eye out for that right hip. We want to keep it moving at the same rate as the left hip. So we have 10. Here we go. Press into the floor, lift it up and down and up and down. Here's 3 and down and 4 and down. Here's 5 and down and 6 and down and 7 and down. 3 more. 8 and down. Here's 9 and down. Final one and 10 and down and relax. Draw your knees into your chest, whatever you need for a second. Now we get ready for the other side. So this time right foot plants, left ankle comes to that right knee. This time we are keeping an eye out for that left hip. Make sure it's coming up at the same time as the right. Arms down by the side, 10 sets here. Here we go. Press into the floor to lift it up and down and up and down. Take it up and down. Here's 4 and down. 5 and down. And 6 and down. 7 and down. And 8 and down. Got 2 more. Here's 9 and down. Final one, 10 and down and release. Draw the knees into the chest, whatever you need. Momentary break. So for bridge series, we repeat only the stuff with our block. So our 10 lift and lowers, our 10 pulses at the top, and our 5 sets of alternate leg extensions. So when you are ready, plant those feet, grab your block, place it in between the knees or thighs, making sure that you feel that activation in the inner thighs. Toes point straight forward, arms down, palms on the floor. 10 lift and lowers. Here we go. Press into the floor to lift it up and down. Take it up and down. Here's 3 and down and 4 and down. 5 and down and 6 and down. 4 more. 7 down and 8. Really squeeze at the top and down. 9 and down. Final one, 10 and down. Now bring the hips all the way back up again. 10 pulses at the top. Pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the top. Single leg extensions. Right leg and down. Left leg and down. Right leg and down. Left leg and down. Right leg down. Left leg down, right leg, down, left leg, down, final time, right leg, and down, left leg, and down, and release. Hips come down. Remove your block, draw your knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. Rock it side to side. If you need to release the hamstrings for a moment, feel free. So the next series we are getting into is our frog series, which I think we all know pretty well by now. So grab your Pilates ball if you have it. Remember, this is optional. You can always do the full series without the Pilates ball as well, so whatever you want. If you are using the Pilates ball, it goes underneath that tail to create that little bit of instability in the pelvis. I'll go over the full series first. So we have that external rotation in the legs, flexed feet. First is our simple frog, so our bend, lower, straighten, and lift. We do that 5 times. Then we reverse, lowering straight legs, bending, draw it in, straighten up. And then we have our 3-angle leg extension, so that's to the ceiling, 45, low as you can control, all with the external rotation. And then we have our beats, so crossing those legs down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up for 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is all. So when you are ready, if you're using the ball, place it underneath the tailbone. Make sure you can still feel that contraction in the core. So the ball is low enough so we're not having an arched back here. Legs straight up to the ceiling, flex those feet, then moving from the tops of the hips, turn them out. Think about pointing the knees to the sides. Squeeze your heels together as much as possible. Here we go. Bend the legs and lower and straighten and lift. And bend, lower, straighten, and lift. Bend, lower, straighten, and lift. And bend, lower, straighten, and lift. Last time we bend, and lower, and straighten, and lift. We reverse, lower straight legs, and bend, draw it in, straighten it up, and lower, bend, draw in, straighten up, lower, bend, in, and up, lower, bend, in, and up. Last time, lower, and bend, draw it in, straighten up. 3-angle leg extensions. So we bend, extend to the ceiling, bend, 45, and bend, low as you can control. Squeeze the heels together, bend, straighten to the ceiling, in, 45, and in, low as you can control. That's 2, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, in, low as you can control. That's 3, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, in, low as you can control. That's 4, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, in, low as you can control. Good job. Now bring them in straight up to the ceiling. Point those toes. We have those crosses of the legs as we lower. Here we go. Cross and lower. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 4, 3, 2. Final set. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Remove your ball if you have it for a moment. We get a break here. windshield wiper, whatever you need to release. We get to repeat that whole series. So when you're ready, grab your ball. If you used it underneath your tail, feel free to place it there. If you don't want to use it the second time, you can do that. So it's the exact same thing, straight through, one more time, really focusing on that wrapping from the inside out of the leg. So you want those inner thighs to feel like they're pulling forward and around to give you that external rotation. So when you're ready, flex those feet, turn the legs out from the tops of the hips, starting with our frogs. Here we go. Bend the legs and lower and straighten and lift and bend, lower, straighten and lift, bend, lower, straighten and lift, bend, lower, straighten and lift. Last time, bend and lower, straighten and lift. Reverse, lower, straight legs and bend, draw it in, straighten up. We lower, bend, in and up, lower, bend, in and up, lower, bend, in and up. Last time, lower, bend, in and up. Three angle leg extensions. Bend the legs, extend to the ceiling, and bend, 45, and bend, low as you can control. Take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, and in, low as you can control. That's 2, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, in, low as you can control. That's 3, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, in, low as you can control. One more time, take it in, to the ceiling, in, 45, and in, low as you can control. Now take it in, extend it all the way up, point those toes, leg crosses. Here we go. Take it down for 4, 3, 2, 1, up for 4, 3, 2, 1, down 4, 3, 2, 1, up 4, 3, 2, 1, down for 4, 3, 2, 1, up 4, 3, 2, 2 more rounds, take it down, 3, 2, 1, up for 4, 3, 2, final time, down for 4, 3, 2, 1, up 4, 3, 2, and release. Draw the knees into the chest, remove the ball, whatever you need. Take a second if you want to windshield wiper the legs, whatever feels good. We have our sit-up series next. So, gentle reminder as to what it is. First is no legs involved, so that's our simple roll-up. Remember, feet can be pretty far away from you. We move through the middle, up to the ceiling, middle, and back. Then we're going to add in our alternate leg extension. So at the top, we'll extend just one leg, alternating each time. Then final one is both legs extending, doing a few sets of that, and then holding our boat at the very top at the end. So take a deep breath, lay down when you're ready. And we have our sit-ups. So starting with 5 simple ones. Reach the arms back behind the head. When you reach back, try to keep the front of your body knitted together. So we never want to release that engagement. Here we go. Take it through the middle, and up, and middle, and back, through the middle, and up, and middle, and back, through the middle, and up, and middle, and back, nice and smooth through the middle, and up, and middle, and back, last time through the middle, and up, and middle. Now we add our leg extensions, one leg at a time, take it through the middle, right leg up, through the middle, and back, through the middle, left leg up, and middle, and back. One more round through the middle, right leg, and middle, and back, and middle, left leg, and middle, and back. Get ready for both legs, middle, both legs up, and middle, and back. 3 more through the middle, both legs up, and middle, and back, through the middle, and up, and middle, and back, almost there, through the middle. And this is the one we hold, so both legs go to the ceiling, arms can reach forward or overhead. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good job. Release your hips, legs, whatever you need. You have a second here. So next thing we are setting up for is our clamshell series. So if you have a band that you want to use on the thighs, you can feel free to do that. You can get above the knees. Otherwise, don't use a band, whichever is best. So setting up as you need. If you have that band, remember it goes above the knees, providing that resistance on the thighs. Whichever side you want to do first, lay it down. Remember, we want to make sure our head is supported. Our back of the body is relatively close to the back of the mat. Knees are slightly forward. Front hand is supporting us somewhere. So our full series is 10 open and closes, then 8 sets of open, lift, lower, close, 5 sets of our open lift, carry it back, forward, lower, close, 10 straight leg lifts, 5 circles up and back, then 5 circles back and forward. So when you are ready, make sure the core is still strong, even though we're not focusing on it right now. Here we go. We open and close. Here's 2 and close. And 3 and close. And 4 and close. 5, close. And 6, close. 7 and close. 8, close. 2 more. 9 and close. And 10. Now we add our lift. So we open and lift and lower and close. And open, think knee to the ceiling, and lower and close. Open, lift, lower, and close. Here's 4, lift, lower, and close. Here's 5, lift, lower, and close. And 6, lift, lower, and close. 2 more. 7, lift, lower, and close. And 8, lift, lower, momentary break. Good job. This is your moment to breathe. Next, we go into our full combo. So that's open, lift, back, forward, lower, close. We do 5 full sets of that. To reset whatever you need, get ready. Here we go. We open and lift, carry it back and forward and lower and close. We open and lift. Take it back, forward, lower, and close. Ears open, lift, back, forward, lower, and close. 2 more sets. Open and lift, back, forward, lower, and close. Last time. Open, lift, back, forward, lower, and close. Straighten that top leg. Knee and toe point forward, starting from that outer hip. We have 10 lift and lowers. Take it up and down, and 9, down, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. 5 circles up and back. Circle it up and back for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Back and forward for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Shake it out. Come up to that forearm. We have our 10 little V crunches. So coming to that forearm, straightening your legs forward. Remember, legs are at a slight angle in front of us. Then we shift ourselves back to that bottom glute. That's our support right there. We're lifting up and out of that shoulder, remembering there's no momentum in the upper body. It's all about initiating from those abs to then lift the legs up. Reach that top arm overhead. Keep the legs squeezing together nice and straight. Here we go. Take it up and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and down, and 4, and down. Here's 5, down, and 6, down, 7, down, almost there, 8, down, last 9, down, and 10, and relax. Good job. Sit it up. Do whatever you need to release that top side, releasing through the hip as we get to do it all on the other side. So when you're ready, switching yourself over. Opposite side is down. Make sure you have the same support underneath you. So whatever you did with that bottom hand, whatever you did with your top arm, try to keep the legs at the same angle as well. Core is strong, so we're still active. Starting with our 10 open and closes. Here we go. We open and close. 9 and close. 8, close. 7, close. 6, and close. And 5, close. 4, close. 3, close. Last 2, and close. And 1, we add our lift. So we open, knee to the ceiling, and lower, and close. We open, and lift, and lower, and close. Open, lift, lower, and close. Here's 4, lift, lower, halfway there. Here's 5, lift, lower, and close. And 6, lift, lower, and close. 7, lift, lower, close. 8, lift, lower, and release. Momentary break. Do whatever you need. Next one is our full combo, adding that press back, forward, lower, close. 5 full sets. Here we go. Take your open and lift. Press it back, forward, lower, and close. We open and lift. Really initiate from the back and forward and lower and close. Here's 3, lift, take it back, forward, lower, and close. 2 more, open, lift, back, forward, lower, close. Last one, open, lift, back, forward, lower, and close. Straighten your top leg, really initiating from that outer hip, knee and toe point straight forward. 10 lift and lowers, here we go. Lift it up and down, and 2, and down, 3, and down, and 4, down, 5, and down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, and 10. 5 circles up and back. Circle it up back for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Back and forward for 5, and 4, good, 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Good job. Come up to that elbow. So we have our 10 little V tuck things that still don't have a name. So straightening your legs out. Remember, they're at that slight forward angle. Legs are squeezing together nice and straight, lifting up and out of that shoulder, almost like you're in a forearm plank. Top arm reaches overhead. Remember, we initiate from the abs, not momentum of the torso. Here we go. Take it up and down, and 2, and down. Here's 3, and down, and 4, down, 5, and down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, almost there. Here's 9, and down, and 10, down, and release. Good job. Remove the band from the legs so it doesn't get any better. Next we have our legs over the block series. So grab your 2 blocks if you are using 2. Mine has been thrown at me. So getting into our next thing, blocks go to the outer edges of your mat, and I'll do it at a slight angle so that we have space. And starting simple, so we have our single legs going up and over and in, other leg and in. Let's aim for 5 sets. So remembering that plug back into the hip motion is that key to getting the leg up, making sure that we're engaging the low abs as much as we can consciously. It's easy to let the hip flexors take over, so try to keep the abs really strong here. Hands come down by the sides. Remembering the goal is to not let the torso react to the legs, so we're isolating. Flex the feet, make the legs nice and strong, make them light muscles to lift. Here we go. Right leg up and lower and up and down. Left leg up and lower and up and down. Right, up and lower, up and down, left, up, and lower, up, and down, right, up, lower, up, down, left, up, lower, up, down, last set, right, lower, up, and down, left, up, and lower, up, and down. Relax. Lay it over the legs, whatever you need. Today, the next one we're going to do is keeping the legs together, going the same direction. So both legs will squeeze. They'll lift up and over to the right, then back to the middle. Same thing other side, back to the middle. Remembering with this, it makes it much easier to balance if you change that angle of your hands slightly. So as you move the legs to the right, the left hand will come forward so that you're bracing in the right direction. So squeeze your legs together, flex the feet, activate the quads. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Both legs up to the right and up and middle. Other way. Take it up and left, and up, and middle. Take it up, and right, and up, and middle. Good, up, and left, up. Let's do one more round. Why not? Lift it up, to the right, up, and middle, and up, and left, up, and middle, and release. Good job. Take a breath. So next, we're getting into our reverse tabletop series, working on our L-sits. Remembering the blocks by your sides is going to help with leverage. You're still working the same amount of strength no matter what, so it doesn't matter whether you use them or not. So the series we will do today, first, no leg lifting, so it'll just be moving through our tabletop and then moving back to just get that motion of sending the hips behind us. Then we'll go into alternate, so right leg will lift on one swing, then the next time the left leg lifts, and then from there, we'll go into both legs lifting. We'll pause in between each set. So when you're ready, place those blocks slightly behind you, fingertips point forward, feet are planted. Here we go. Press into the floor to lift the hips. Now they don't touch down as you bring them back. Really press the floor away from you. Good. Keep the hips up. Lift them up. And send them back. Nice. Lift them up. And send them back. 2 more rounds. Lift them up. And send them back. Last round. Lift them up. And send them back and release. Hips down, momentary shake, relax your wrists. Make sure that they're not getting too much pressure. You can always stretch them. So next we are moving into alternate leg lifts. So each time we bring the hips back, one leg will lift. Remember that plug back into the hip socket that we work when we're lifting our legs over the block is the feeling we want to have here. So when you're ready, plant those hands on those blocks. Plant your feet nice and strong. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Lift it up. Send them back, right leg. Lift them up. Send them back, left leg. Lift it up. Send it back, right leg. Lift it up. Send it back, left leg. One more time. Lift it up. Send it back, right leg. And lift it up. Send back left leg and release, hips down. Relax your wrists, shake it out, do whatever you need. So final push in this series, we lift both legs up. Remembering it's harder to squeeze them together. So if you want to work your inner thighs a little bit, squeeze them in. And that's about it. So let's aim for 4 with both legs lifting. So 4 full L-sits. Plant those feet, take a deep breath. Here we go. Lift it up. Send the hips back and hover. Good. Feet down. Lift it up. Send it back and hover. And lift it up. Send it back and hover. Last time, lift it up. Send it back and hover and release. Good job. Shake out your wrists. Move those blocks out of the way. I'm checking the time. But we will be moving to our bellies next. So perfect. We have time for our back strengtheners. All right, so back strengtheners today. We're going to move to our belly. We are going to do our holds. So we'll move into our locusts. So lifting the chest, arms, and legs off the mat. Arms will be forward, we'll hold. Then arms will be side and hold. And then arms will be back and hold. We're not going to come down in between sets. So we're trying to stay up the entire time. And then we will pause from there. So come down to your belly. Taking a deep breath, arms reach forward. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, squeeze the back. Remember the back of the neck, however, stays relaxed. So keep it nice and long. Here we go. Take a deep breath, lift it on up. Hover the arms, hover the legs, hover the chest. We are here for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, good, 5 and 4, 3, 2, stay up, arms to capital T, here for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, arms to the back, here for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Relax however you want. You can windshield wiper your legs. You can take the hands under the forehead, whatever feels good. So 2 more exercises. First, we're going to come to our Sphinx pose and do our alternate leg lifts. So remembering this is a very small movement. It shouldn't be big. I'll explain first since I know it's new as of a couple weeks ago. We want our elbows to be directly underneath our shoulders, palms flat on the floor, forearms parallel to each other. There's that dragging through motion of the arms so that you feel your lats engage. Then you want to lift your belly button off the floor. So you're literally flattening out your back a little bit just so we're not releasing into our lumbar spine. It'll be alternate leg lifts, so you'll initiate from that right glute and just hover the right leg. Remember, the key is not to let the back bend anymore. So even if it means lifting it 1 centimeter off the mat, that's fine. So we have 5 full sets, alternate leg lifts. Here we go. Right leg up and down. Left up and down. Keep lifting the belly button away. Right and down. Left up and down. Right up and down. Good. Left up and down. Right up, down. Left up, down. Last set. Right up and down. Left up and down, and release. Good job, you guys. All right, grab your Pilates ball. We're at our final exercise. It's our ball pass, so all of that equal work for the shoulders as well as the back of the body. Remembering we want that ball to stay lifted, so we never want to kind of skim the back of our body with that ball. It's always clearing everything. Everything's off the whole time except the legs. Legs stay down. So chest is up, arms are up. So when you're ready, press your feet into the floor, lift your chest, arms reach forward, ball starts in the right hand. Here we go. Pass it back and around. Relax the neck, back and around. Take it back and around and back and around. One more, take it back and around. We reverse, take it back and around and back and around. Almost there, take it back and around. 2 more sets, back and around. Last one, don't speed up, back and around and relax. Good job, you guys made it. Take a child's pose whenever you want. Sit those hips back towards those heels. Walk those hands out in front of you. Let your forehead come down. You have a few seconds here if you want to take a little side bend, walking your hands to the right and left. You can do that. Otherwise, you can stay right here. Good. We have about 2 minutes here that we'll stretch very quickly. When you feel ready, you can come up to your tabletop position. Just bring your right leg forward into a lunge. You can always do any other stretches that you might want as well. So if you need to do something else, feel free. Since we only have about a minute left, I'll just go over the different releases you should do after this class. So you make sure you cover the hip flexors, which is what we're doing right now. So some kind of dragon pose, some kind of lunge position, targeting the front of the hip. So make sure you spend equal time on both sides. The next one we will do, or you should do after that, is going to be our figure 4 stretch, or something like a half pigeon that releases the piriformis, glutes, outer hip, all of that. Make sure you do a hamstring stretch like a forward fold, and then make sure you do some kind of inner thigh stretch. So that's going to be your wide-legged forward fold, a happy baby, something along those lines. And then, of course, any other areas that might feel tight, make sure you release those as well. But it is 11 o'clock on the dot, so I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, Kathy, just in case you need to say anything. But it was great to have you in class today. Reminder that tomorrow will be our last class.